Hi everyone, sorry for the long wait, but Tentaku is back. Today's episode is one of the hot topics, top 10 soul-crushing deaths. No matter how tough you are, these are the sudden deaths that make you feel like someone ripped your heart out in an instant. In other words, these are the ones you'll never forget. Same old, there are two rules I try to uphold in my videos. I can only consider characters from anime I watched and only one entry per franchise. This time we have a giant alert for spoilers. If you haven't seen the show, then this will really ruin it for you. Number 10. Kanae from Elfin lead. The little innocent Kanae knew something was off about Lucy and wanted to warn her family. So cute and innocent. Surely they'll believe her and everything will be fine. It's not like no one will believe her and she is brutally murdered. Oh wait, she is! Seconds after being called a liar by her beloved brother, she is suddenly split in half by the psychopath Lucy. The poor girl didn't deserve what she got, and that really shocked the audience because of the unfairness of it all. It seems not even children are safe in this cruel world. Number 9. Spike from Cowboy Bebop. After a whole series of learning how awesome Spike is, it finally comes to the final episode where he alone is able to storm into the enemy headquarters and beat everyone up. He finally faces his long-term rival and he actually wins! You can't believe how he survived it all! Except he doesn't. As he leaves the room, mission accomplished, he finally gets his long-deserved rest. And gives us his final goodbye in his uniquely cool style. Number 8. Teresa from Claymore. Teresa is one of the most powerful of the Claymores. No one seems to be able to beat her, no matter how strong they are. Such is the case of the battle with Priscilla that ends up with the near-awakened Priscilla giving up and surrendering to Teresa. Except she doesn't. When everything seems to have ended, in a glimpse of an eye, we see the just and kind Teresa being decapitated by the treacherous Priscilla. You can't believe what you see, and all you are left with is the image of Claire holding her decapitated head. Number 7. Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hughes is one of the most likable characters in the show. He is kind, loyal, trustworthy, and is the family man that loves his wife and daughter more than anything. He is also the one that unfolds the homunculus conspiracy and becomes a target, who is pursued by Envy, the shapeshifter. The most shocking thing is not that he dies in the show, but how he dies. Looking at the face of his own wife killing him. It just breaks your heart. This also gained a spot in Tentaku's top 10 villains, so check it out if you are curious about its ranking. Number 6. Ace from One Piece. The first time Ace showed up, he quickly gained a legion of fans. He was cool, strong, and seemed to be invincible, except that he wasn't. After being arrested by the Marines, Luffy and his friends do everything to release him, and against all odds, they actually accomplish it. Except fate is cruel and felt the need to show there is no such thing as miracles. Only a short distance away from escaping for good, Ace turns back and sacrifices himself to protect his brother from an unexpected attack. After so much trouble, so much sacrifice, and after finally being set free, Ace simply dies in the very end. Number 5. L from Death Note. This show is one of the best there is, and all due to the fantastic rivalry between the two main characters, Kira and L. In fact, that is all this show is about. So imagine the surprise when suddenly one of them gets killed off in the middle of the season. How the hell does this happen, and how will the show go on like this? That's what happened with L. You knew somehow one of them would end up getting the other, but no one expected it to happen this soon and with such a beautiful orchestrated plan. It was as exciting as it was tragic. Number 4. Jiraiya from Naruto Shippuden. Jiraiya was one of my favorite characters in Naruto, and I'm positive you loved him too. Although he seemed nothing more than a perverted and happy-go-lucky old man, he was one of the most kind and powerful men in the ninja world. He could have been an Hokage. So nobody could see it coming when he was caught by pain. Resourceful as he is, everyone was hoping he could pull out a miracle escape as always, except this time he didn't. All that was left was a tear in our eyes as he slowly sinks into the sea. Number 3. Lelouch from Code Geass. Code Geass has mastered the art of soul-crushing deaths. Never have I seen so many tragic and impactful deaths in one single show. But in the end, the most dramatic of them all had to go to Lelouch himself. After a long story of vengeance and betrayal, the evil Lelouch is shockingly killed. Hooray! Except everything you thought about him was wrong. As he is stabbed, the viewer finally becomes aware of the horrifying truth. He intentionally made himself the scapegoat and sacrificed his life to finally create world peace. And to top it all, it's his own best friend who stabs him to death per his request. The last words between friends are heartbreaking, and it's so much to absorb that his death becomes stuck in your head for weeks. Number 2. Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Wow, this main character Kamina is so awesome! Is what everyone thought after watching the first few episodes of the show. Although there were other characters, this story was really focused on Kamina and was really developing him as the future savior of the human race. You couldn't wait and see how he reaches that far in life. And then he just dies. And really early into the series. Your mind is blown away. How the hell does someone kill off their main character in the beginning of the show? That can't be right. You've seen glimpses of the future in previous episodes. He has to survive somehow, right? Guess again. It was a brilliant plotline and was the only reason I got hooked to the show till the very end. Number 1. Setsuko from Grave of the Fireflies. This movie is only for the brave ones. It tells the sad story of a brother and sister that must survive in the World War. You learn to love and cherish little Setsuko, only to see her slowly fade away and die in her brother's arms. So young, so innocent. This is one of the most touching and soul-crushing deaths, because it's also the most realistic and relatable death to anyone who has younger brothers and sisters. This is a death that makes grown men cry, and there is no shame on it. And this finishes the top 10 soul-crushing deaths. Did it make you shed a tear? Tell us in the comments which anime deaths affected you the most. If you want to keep getting more videos like this, then simply click subscribe. Thanks for watching.